Oh, hi! We're gonna be making this into a fun piratey treasure chest. I did 2 brewery tours yesterday and had drinks at a work lunch on Friday. So I can't justify drinking 3 days in a row. I just can't. You're going to obviously need some kind of wooden box. You'll need black, red, and white acrylic paint and some kind of map. That's gonna cover a lot of space. Obviously, this one's too small. This is just a handy map I keep on hand because Boston subways are a bitch. Scissors will be helpful in trimming your map pieces. And lastly, you'll need some Mod Podge. So find a surface that you don't mind getting covered in paint, and we're gonna start the first layer of black paint on this thing. It doesn't really matter what kind of brush you're gonna use. The upside of the sponge brush is it doesn't leave lines where all the bristles are, because you know, there are no bristles, it's a sponge. Start layering it on there. This will probably take a while. You'll probably need to do a couple of coats, so just be patient and find some other stuff to do in between your layers. Yeah, 2 coats of black paint all along the outside, and I did like the trim around the inside of it. We're gonna work on the inside of it with the Mod Podge and the wrapping paper, or just regular paper map, and then we'll add the red and white later once the black has fully dried. Now I'm gonna break this up into a bunch of little pieces. And there's something in my sock that just stabbed into my foot. Holy shit, ow. Never walk your dog barefoot near a rose bush. So I'm gonna break this up into a bunch of little pieces and then just kind of layer them over each other because it's a very busy pattern. What you're gonna do with the smelly glue stuff is put a layer of it on the inside of the lid. Of course, I didn't record that whole thing. Once you have the Mod Podge layer down on the inside of your lid, lay the map down and try to press out as many of the big bubbles as you can. And now what I'm doing is just putting another top layer over the top of the map. Then once that's all situated, go ahead and start layering more pieces in. Just make sure you add a layer of Mod Podge underneath, put the map down, and then put another layer of Mod Podge over the top. And that is the bottom side done. So give this plenty of time to dry. I might even just leave this stuff out overnight. And then we can do the little red and white details tomorrow. This is what the inside looks like. Oh, it came out so cool. I'm so excited! Now for the finishing touches, I'm just going to take a really small tip paintbrush, get some white acrylic paint. You can do this wherever you want on the box, around the outside, all that stuff. I think it'll be cool if I leave it all black on the outside and then just do this detailing on the inside. Then once you get those lines marked, you can take some of your red paint, find a good spot to make an X at the end of that dotted line. And I added a red line up at the top of the line because I needed there to be a starting point. Just having white dashes was bothering me. So yeah, just give that shit some time to dry now too. You guys! I'm so excited about how this came out. I mean, it smells a little poisonous because there's so much Mod Podge inside. So I would recommend letting it air out for a little while before you stuff shit in there. Man, that came out so fucking cool. I have a wood box and I want it painted black. I'm sorry, Mick.